Hello, Namaskar. Welcome you to the SAAR Analysis. I am Chaman Naik and here's my take. What if the next greatest strategic contest in Asia isn't unfolding in the South China Sea but just a few hundred kilometers from India's coastline? More than 90% of the global trade moves by the sea, and the Bay of Bengal connects nearly a quarter of the world's population to Indo-Pacific economy. Whoever shaped this maritime corridor does not simply influence the shipping routes, they influence power, they influence security, and they influence the future balance of Asia. Now, China has secured a major role in expanding Bangladesh Mongla Port, replacing what was once expected to be India's backed project. This is not merely an infrastructural story, it is another chapter in competition to shape a strategic geography in the Indo-Pacific. Here's what evidence speaks about, and the evidence is quite clear. Mongla is Bangladesh's second largest seaport, located near Sundarban and positioned as northern edge of Bay of Bengal. While it is a commercial port, its location gives it strategic significance because it sits close to the Indian Ocean and it connects Bangladesh to the northeast India and wider Indo-Pacific. For years, New Delhi viewed Bangladesh as a cornerstone of its neighborhood first, Act East policies. But the Beijing has steadily expanded its footprint through infrastructural funding, industrial projects, and connectivity investment. China's involvement in Mongla follows a broader pattern visible across Indian Ocean, from Gwadar in Pakistan to Hambantota in Sri Lanka to Myanmar. The question is no longer whether China is investing in port. The question is whether these ports are gradually reshaping Asia's strategic map. Now, here's what it matters, because ports are rarely just about cargo. Modern ports generate economic influence, they influence political leverage, intelligence opportunities, and long-term strategic access. Even when these projects are entirely commercial, they create a relationship that can outlast governments and reshape regional alignment. For India, the concern extends beyond Bangladesh. The Bay of Bengal is the maritime gateways to India's eastern coast and logistical lifeline for northeastern states. Any significant shift in this influence around regional inevitably enters New Delhi's national security calculation. This is why India is increasingly responded through a broader maritime strategy, strengthening partnership with countries such as Japan, Australia, France, United States, expanding its naval cooperation across Indo-Pacific, and it is investing in connectivity projects that offers a regional alternatives. Rather than matching every Chinese investment dollar for dollar, India is attempting to build what many analysts describe a network of trusted maritime partnership. Now, here's my take. The real story isn't whether China owns a single port project. The real story is that infrastructure has become a new language of geopolitics. Today's influence is increasingly measured not only by the military power, but by who built the finance ports, who built the railways, who control logistics, and who shapes the supply chain. For Bangladesh, this is about economic development and strategic autonomy. For China, it is about expanding the regional connectivity, and for India, it is a reminder that geography alone can no longer guarantee influence. Bay of Bengal is no longer just a quiet body of water separating North and Southeast Asia. It is rapidly becoming one of the defining strategic theaters of 21st century, where the port may enter as much as aircraft carriers, and where economic decisions today could reshape the security architecture tomorrow. Because in the modern geopolitics, nations don't just compete only for the territory, they compete for the access, they compete for the connectivity, they compete for the influence, and the country that shapes those networks may ultimately shape the future of Indo-Pacific. That's all from today's analysis. I will be back with another episode. Till then, thank you for watching this.